Hello everyone, this is Sado and we've got a guest today. Hi Thunder.
Good evening.
We will show you probably the last game of round 4, unless there would be one more, but we'll talk about it later, I guess. It will be between Sergio and Old 60p player, and the second team nikolay718 and Daniilmeme. Both teams won one game so far, and both teams still have theoretical chances to advance to the playoff round if they win this game and if they win the next game. But we're still waiting, I guess, for the fight map stage to happen. So while we're waiting, I guess we can take a look shortly at the situation in the round 4. But I have to show screen. Wait a second. Alright, so as you can see, in round 4 we already had the following games. Heads versus Tails, where Elite and Classic won against Gross and Wowec. Sokol and Miki won against Rieju and Uran. Kefirku and Mad GTT won against Zoltan and David. I was personally very surprised with this result. Then me and Skeletor won against well, Thunder and Gentle.
GG, good game.
Of course. But I think Thunder is not angry at me too much, because otherwise he wouldn't want to comment this game. So I think it's all fine, right, Thunder?
It is not the first time I'm losing against you. It's fine, totally.
Yeah.
It was a nice one. Good guys. Good game, guys.
Okay, there was also this weird game between Bozo and Advanced AI versus Pyrometric and Oguri. And then we had Trash and... oh, sorry, not this team. We had Golem and Terry win against Kamil and Vanget. And last but not least, Trash and W33 won against Igor and Wulk. So we're still waiting for 2 games to happen here. The first one on the list we will see right in a moment, when the players get ready, I guess. But there's also one game that is very questionable, and it probably won't be played today. It's Olda and Alonso versus Mexican T and Coaches 12. We're already 2 days after the deadline, and this game was still not played. It was supposed to be played at 21, so in 1 hour, but there's still no confirmation that the teams will play it. And if the confirmation doesn't come in like 1 hour or so, then I'm afraid we will just give up and make an arbitrary decision from the judges, and we will just start round 5 without waiting for this game. But let's wait. Maybe there's still a chance. If this game happens, I can also stream it if it's not too late. But we definitely need to know something fast, because right now it doesn't look too good. Okay, so yeah, we're still waiting. What do you hope to see today, Thunder, in this game?
To be honest, I did not have any expectation, so I just randomly showing up here.
Yeah. I just want this round 4 to be over soon, so we can begin round 5. there will definitely be some interesting games there. If I remember correctly, there will be like 3 or 4 games where who wins will probably advance, so it will be very interesting for the players, I guess.
But I hope it's going to be an even game, so
Yeah,
seems a fairly balanced team.
yeah, I think so too, but we'll take a look later at what games they played in this tournament so far, both teams. But first, we will want to see who wins the Frozen fight, which should happen soon, I guess.
This map visually is very pleased, I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, so what was the story here, by the way? Because I kind of forgot, because did this map look exactly like this before, or there was like a lot of snow there as well? I think there was some snow.
So the first version of the map was like there was a number in the middle of the map.
Ah.
It's changed every year, and after we just came up with this circle idea to try to implement it right, and you made that script or wrote the script.
Yeah, exactly. I just didn't remember what was here instead of this circle, or actually it's a square in the middle.
A number.
Okay.
22,
Yeah.
23 maybe. 24 was a map with all, and that's all.
I think it's also very lucky that the layout of this map really works well with this circle idea. Like, it wasn't planned because you couldn't know about it. Anyway, it seems like the Polish guys do not know how to fight on this map. Oh crap, sorry, this is way too loud. Seems like my settings were not saved. Yeah, Old 60p player is very far away, but somehow the Russians managed to troll themselves, I think. Wow. This is really weird. Old player will probably win against Daniel easily, and but Nikolay is also winning. Yeah, I think it still will be a win for the Russians.
Yep, I agree. Seems like they easily smashed Polish guys.
Yeah. On this map, I know you know Thunder, but for the sake of those who didn't have the pleasure to play this map, you really have to be fast here, and you need to join your teammate as soon as possible, or in this case where it wasn't possible, you need to attack one player to make a 2v1 situation.
My team's always having a quick decision, just go left, go right, and let's attack there, and that's all. Just start the fight immediately somewhere.
Okay, so now for the exciting part, wheelofnames.com. There we go.
Fingers crossed, the rush.
Yeah. Let's start spinning today in Neguno, so we can hopefully avoid it. I have no idea how this works, obviously, so I'm just... Oh, come on! No, 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 no! What the hell is this? Neguno. Okay, that's weird.
This is not the first time you could predict the map, right?
Yeah.
Lol.
I would rather see something else, but on the other hand, I think this might be interesting for these two teams.
I'm not going to say, but isn't this map having a couple of unbalanced locations?
Let's see what the rules say. Did we have anything here about it? Neguno, left versus right, teammates need each other. Yeah, so nothing else. Exactly. Seems like they take the right side.
Neguno location 1 has 8 gold mines possibility compared to the other locations. Location 2 with 4 iron slots compared to the other ones where you only have 3 possibility.
Okay, that's so nice to know. Okay, we still have some time, so we can take a look at the table now. So right now we're waiting for a WP and 300 FPS to play, but all the other teams... What is happening here? Lol. Okay. Yeah, anyway, looking at the table, apart from LWP and 300 FPS, all the other teams played their games for this round. So we definitely know that Tails will play against either LWP or Heads. No, sorry, they played Heads, so then it goes like... Yeah, they will actually play against LWP no matter what, I think. Yeah, but definitely there will be a lot of games here on the top. But from what I remember, the situation is like this. We can have, like, you can advance to the playoffs if you have 3 wins, and we have a few teams which have 2 wins. So 300 FPS should win at least 1 game to have a chance, or the other teams will need to win in round 5. So there will be a lot of, I think there will be like 3 games played between these teams in round 5, and whoever wins should probably advance. Something like this. Maybe not all. I think 1 or 2 teams will not advance even with 3 wins, because there's already like 6 teams who have at least 3 wins. So there will be like 1, 2, 3 more probably. So maybe 1 will not advance. Okay. Redactor. Okay, they take left. That's funny. That's a weird question. I mean, I never saw this map played top versus bottom, and it even says in the description, so...
Well, I think it's going to be fine. If I remember well, the league version of this map was a diagonal, like 2 versus 4 or 3 versus 4.
What I'm afraid for is that if they don't go left versus right and they go slightly diagonally, then it might be a bit more campy, but I guess we'll see.
But I'm happy they're skipping location 1, because that has really 8 gold mines possible to me.
Okay, before we start, let's quickly check what kind of results they had in the first 3 games they played. So first, Sergio and Old 60p player won against Breadman and Big Bang Cannabis. Then lost 2 games, first to Old and Alonso, so one of the best teams out there, and then to the Running Hedgehog. Which one was that? Palmechik and Oguri, okay. And Bees against Honey. So Daniilmeme and Nikolay first lost to your team. Do I see right? Yeah.
Yep.
And then they won against Kefirku and Mad GTT. And the third game they lost against Cult of the Rubber Duck, which is Trash and W33. So it seems like quite similar, I'd say, because they both lost to one very good team. And okay, so if the Russians lost to you and the Polish guys lost to Oguri and Palmechik, I would say you are better team than them. So the Russians are theoretically better, and especially that I think Kefir Riot is better than the Czechs as well. So far the results point at a win for Russians, but only slightly. I think anything can happen here, to be honest.
Do you know who played the longest game on this tournament?
I would say possibly this Polish team against the Czechs, but I'm not sure.
Are you prepared for today's game?
I mean, I streamed that game and it was like, I think it was like 2 hours or 1 hour 45, something like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I'm prepared.
You don't have to be prepared because this is not a campy map, so I'm accepting 76 minutes game.
Okay. Well, as one camp philosopher once said, there are no campy maps, there are only campy players, which makes me afraid.
This sentence is familiar to me.
I wonder why. Okay, we still waiting for the Polish guys to stop rebuilding, I guess. I think I saw Argento played quite a few times these days, but I didn't see an Guno game in a while. I don't know if it was even played in the tournament recently.
I cannot recall neither.
Yeah, sadly this is very usual for the tournament lobbies, where we have to wait for the pre-builders to start rebuilding.
It's all about the map selection, right? You should need to have more random maps.
I mean, to be honest,
No,
if you are a better player, you don't need pre-building anyway, and if you are a worse player, you don't have a chance anyway. That's how it works in this tournament, I think. So let them have it, I guess.
I believe if you have a pre-build, you can make 25% better villages.
Yeah, but it will not be enough usually if you are just worse, you know. If there's a small difference, maybe. Hello, class. I'm cheating on you today with Thunder. I hope you're happy about that.
a low class.
And my favorite traitor is also here, yo. Of course.
Oh, lol.
Yeah, but the Polish team is taking it very slow when it comes to pre-building, so... and choosing the color, this is the most important thing. Oh, okay, there we go. I think they're starting.
Have fun.
I hope we will. And there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at the locations. So you were saying that this should be fairly balanced, am I right?
Well, if I recall this location having 4 iron slots. So this one on the bottom still can work. But
Okay.
I don't believe it's a huge advantage because that's a small here. But from map making point of view, and if somebody is crying about the balance, then it can be a critical one. But
yeah.
These 2 slots are critical on the top.
Yeah.
Those still can.
Okay. What about Nikolay's location when it comes to gold? I think I see at least 4 possible gold mines here. What about the other logs? 1, 2,
Each
3.
have the same amount, if I remember,
Yeah.
5 or 7.
Yeah, actually, it looks like all have 4. I might be wrong. Okay. Oh, I actually played Sergio's location quite recently, now I remember. Unless it was Argento? Nah, it was this one, definitely.
On Nikolay's
Yo,
location,
Mandos.
probably this forest is a cuttable one, so you need to cut only to have a bit more space between the core fields. I'm not a big fan of the cut only trees. That always makes timing issues regarding the wood production.
Yeah, and keep in mind how few wood you have on this map. I mean, it doesn't look too good. You have to make an early planter, I think.
I think it's a fairly good map regarding the wood because you have this cut only forest, you have small forest between the gold mountains. That's pretty good advantage because you developing your village to the gold there and easily can place one wood cutter there. I think it, from pre-building point of view, this is the point where you will place a wood cutter. And of course, here on the right side you have a huge forest and that's easy catchable. And I'm wondering this map is having a fast start, so it's not this regular slow start by Kungen.
Yeah. Okay, Thunder, say something, please.
Can you hear me now clearly?
And again.
What's up?
Okay.
Microphone test 1, 2, 3.
I think it should be more even now. Sorry guys, and thank you for pointing it out. But it wasn't his fault, it was my fault actually this time. I wanted to point out that I don't understand why Nikolay is building this woodcutter that far away. I would just make it like here, for example, so it's much faster, you know?
Well, each players prefer to play a bit differently. Somebody just immediately would put a woodcutter there, but he is probably trying to make a planter one
Yeah,
also.
I mean that would work too, but what I mean is like he's wasting a lot of time for this road, and he's not even making any buildings here too, so it doesn't make sense like twice, you know. He can always use a flag if he puts the building here, so it wouldn't be much issue, and he could already start planting. You know, this is gonna be important. You will see that this will be like he's doing some kind of mistake. He'll probably have crap stone because of that.
And do you think is it part of a pyramid? So
Mm-hmm.
as you
That's
can see,
possible
the
too.
buildings just slipped one tile away. So
CS sounds nice if there's no second game, and probably there isn't. This is the DAU, by the way. And the fight was won by the Russian team, so they chose the left side.
to be honest, I don't believe Nikolay is having any problem because seems to me he is just figuring out what to place and where. So
Yeah, you might be right. This already seems way too random for a pre-build.
I'm just curious, is he going to play with 5 or 6 quarries? Because nowadays the Eastern standard is the 6 quarries. Most of the Russian players play 6 quarries.
Yeah, because they need it for trading to iron ore, for example, right? This is the new trend.
Don't really know exactly. I asked around and somebody just said they need for building, it's having better flow. But you know, if you're just having 20-25 builders, you don't even need more than 4. So probably you are right regarding the trading.
Yeah, I mean, I had a game recently where I really wished I had a sixth one, but I don't remember which map was that actually.
Final Frontier Location 5.
No, I think it might have been the tournament game against you. But I'm not 100% sure. But definitely I played... Oh no, you might be right. It might have been TFF actually, or the game we played before that. Something we played yesterday for sure. No, nobody knows the nickname of Old 60p player.
And you
Not
know,
even himself. I mean, this guy just came to us one day, and when we asked him what was your real name, he was like, I don't remember. So either he's like bullshitting us, or he really doesn't remember. But I don't think he was any really good player, because he's like average, I'd say. Although so far, I have to say, he's doing alright. Doesn't make mistakes so far. Although maybe I would focus a bit more on the woodcutters, but apart from that, should be okay. I gotta admit, I don't like Sergio's building style usually. I think maybe he can, I would even say maybe he's like almost the weakest player in the tournament. But so far it looks fine, and the location he's playing today, it's quite hard. It's quite annoying. You have the first gold is quite close, but then the second gold and the iron is like a bit far away. Maybe especially coal is like the problem. You need to kind of build in a weird way here, and well, actually, I don't know. I don't want to impose my playstyle on Sergio, but I rather make woodcutters on the right of the storehouse and try to make the base at the bottom, something like this, and just to have some early planters.
It is strange because we are totally thinking on different way. I cannot even imagine to place a woodcutter right side of the Sergio storehouse. That seems like huge space for farms and things.
Yeah, that's also a possibility, but you can make the farms like below anyway. You just need to use the flags to move the woodcutters starting point to the right, and it will work fine.
Here I just beaconed this forest. I think this one is also a cut only forest, so
Oh yeah,
place a woodcutter cut only and set up all the co-using buildings like
yeah.
anthologies and things.
There's
But
no other
here
option.
It's interesting. Okay, they have lots of gold mines, but it's not so easy to develop on it, in my opinion. This is way easier to rush 3, 4, 5 gold mines.
Yeah.
If I remember when I played this location and I really dislike, I did not have good feelings on it. Also,
Yeah.
it has fish, but it's too far. I used
Yeah.
to place the leather production somewhere here. It's
I
a
don't even
powerful
remember what I
location.
played here.
And that third iron mountain is or iron sword is very very far. And you know how do we call this? It's a bad die connection. It's
Yep.
important.
I mean, Kungen's maps are very well known for their beauty, which does not exist.
But regarding the playstyle and the building part is tier 1.
Yep.
But the quality is
Yeah. I think it was the first map made by a pro player back in the day, you know?
nah. Kocsis had the first maps.
Okay, first good map. Now, of course, I'm joking, but you might be right, yeah.
Girls Drawing was the first good map.
Now we're just trolling.
But seems somebody stream sniping and listening to you. Placing a woodcutter there.
Yeah, come on, it's a pretty logical conclusion to make it so when there. I'm a bit surprised though he didn't make a second place for second farm, or maybe he's cutting only. That would be weird, but maybe. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, yeah, you can make 5, but 2 of them don't make sense here. Last game I played on Sergio's location, I made 2 gold mines in the small mountain. Then I made 2 more on the top and destroyed 1 on the bottom. I was in such a tough situation with gold that I really had to do this, even if it was a bit stupid.
This moment I really feel that Nikolay is very behind. If you check the houses in the top right corner, then you can see he doesn't even have gold slot or gold mine built up.
Oh yeah.
So I think 5-10 minutes behind compared to the
Yeah.
other players. And it is really, really bad.
Yeah, do you remember me complaining on what he was doing at the right side? Wasting time for nothing? And can you see this? Nice traffic jam.
You know, I have that feeling he is watching too much in the editor with these roads. So
This kind of looks like a very weird pre-build.
But as I heard, he is not in the best shape nowadays, well, right? So
Well, maybe it's not the best game to observe his skill. But you know, I think he's also trying to do a lot at the same time. You know, he's also going for iron, for example.
Actually, it's not as bad because seems to me he is investing a bit more in the basic resources like the wood.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and
You
he
know,
already having 2 sawmills.
yeah, Mitoras is right. This is weird also. But yeah, it's a common pitfall when I'm watching a stream and I see somebody much faster than the other guy, but the slower guy just you know, focused more on woodcutters and stuff, and then suddenly the guy who was slower is way better after a while. So this might be the case, but I think Nikolay could definitely do this better. Some timings were not okay, but I guess we should wait a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he's
he
wasting
has
space
lots
here.
of ways to, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And he will
This
need
can't be
this
pre-built.
very soon, just to
Oh, yo,
solve
Dieter.
this traffic in front of the storehouse. Good evening.
We have 16 viewers already. Didn't expect that, to be honest, this day, but that's cool. Meanwhile, Daniilmeme, a lot of roads here. Quite a big base already, but he's kind of making shortcuts already, which makes it kind of work.
Let's just point it out.
And yep, he's the first guy to have working iron production, so I think he might be the best so far. Yeah, the base looks very weird, but it's good, I think. Makes a lot of roads, that's for sure.
And repairing lots of gold mines too, so...
Yeah, I know what that means.
Yeah, some town hall with iron.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at his location, it's a good idea to do this. But I think he's going for some mixed strategy maybe, because he doesn't need first farm that early on if he wants iron and gold. Maybe 3 branches, or maybe iron and gold with some horses?
Well, I don't believe he's going to make more than 2 farms.
Yeah, I mean, but then this is very early. Like, I'm not sure he needed that far that early on.
Well, I think he played against us, and each of them it's town hall strategies, so I think he's going to skip the ladder.
Okay. To be honest, I don't have any information about the Russian guys. I don't see them play too often, so I will believe you. Let's take a look at all 60p player now. Quite a nice traffic jam, but this is because he made the inn, I think. 1 iron mine up. Is there a category?
In was beta plate, I just see there are a couple of hungry citizens.
Sorry, what were you talking about?
I just saw a couple of hungry citizens here, so it was built up not a long time ago.
Yeah. There was also a huge traffic jam, as I said, so this makes sense. Yeah, I know, Dieter. I know what you meant. I'm just not sure there's a category for Knights and Merchants. At least I didn't know there exists one.
There are 2 categories also. for the Shattered Kingdom and for the Peasant Rebellion.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll try to set this through Restream. And in the meantime, let's take another look at Sergio's base. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff happening here.
Well, it's strange because Sergio having only 4 quarries, but he's building very long roads. Also, I think he would need a couple of shortcuts around the school and the storehouse.
Yeah, that would be very nice to have.
And as soon as possible, because I believe there is going to be a huge jam.
Ritter, I don't have that option which you mean, because it no longer works on Linux, but I was able to do this on Restream easily. I think it should be set correctly now. Either now or in the next stream, I guess. Yeah, I mean, looking at Sergio's base, it's like... It kinda feels a bit like Daniilmeme's base, but without shortcuts. It looks weird and there's a lot of roads, even more roads, I'd say. But I also like how he forcefully goes for the iron, even if it's a bit hard to do this, you know. But maybe he's going too fast, I don't know. He definitely should consider cutting only here. This is like suicide design that way.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make more metallurgies. And you know what's the funny, Mikush just also highlighting Sergio has only 4 quarries, but if you look into his storehouse, he's still having 20 stone in there.
How is that possible?
You know, some players know how to play the game with 4 quarries.
Wow. He has the most roads. I have to see the stats. Okay, Nikolay is like worse than him with stone. Way worse, actually. Or was. Well. That's weird.
If you check the resources on the top right corner, in the top right corner, you can see Sergio has the most produced stone. Which is ridiculous because he's only having 4 quarries. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at the wood statistics, because this is also pretty important. I didn't. This category didn't exist back when I was setting this stuff up. So it's nice that it was added actually. But yeah, the Polish guys have better wood, that's for sure. But why?
If you check the available resources, then Nikolay and Sergio have the same amount of timber available, but Nikolay built 4 or 5 building less than the other players. It's critical.
Yeah, I think Nikolay it might be like, when you look at this forest, there were some trees here, so maybe he was just cutting instead of planting a lot in this area. And this might mean less trees for later on. Actually, we could see this on the charts. Nah, he was just kinda bad with it, okay. There's no excuse.
Well, and here I'm smelling some weather.
Oh crap, look at how few woodcutters they have. I didn't even notice, yeah. Sorry, that was obvious. But what's weird is that the Russians still have kind of enough to keep building, but they probably have less building. Oh wow, Nikolay. Look at the citizens graph of Nikolay, and houses graph to a certain extent too. That's pretty bad. Yeah, his base already kind of feels like a ghost town. I don't like this.
Don't forget,
Oh.
Nikolay had late gold production, but he immediately started with 2 metallurgists, so he still can catch up with the citizens.
Yeah, thanks Liter, I'll fix this soon. Just some things I didn't take care of after reformatting. This. Okay, I'm gonna leg out. There we go. I mean, does Nikolay... yeah.
Sergio has to solve this very soon. I see he made a roundabout there, but that's not really used because most of the wires move into the storehouse or around the storehouse. Also, he should stop storing the stone at this point. There's no point to continue.
Yeah, this is very poor road management. So you can see he basically has like 4 separate cities producing separate stuff, and it's only connected by this roundabout. And as you said, because most people want to go near like storehouse, for example, they will all go like here. Yeah.
Probably here he would have to make some roads too. So.
Yeah, I mean, he has to make so many shortcuts at this point, I don't even want to start naming them. He should learn from old 60p player, his teammate. It's way better here, he has no traffic jams at the moment, and most of the buildings have roads around them, you know, so... I might not like 100% this design of the base, but I think the timings might be fine. Let me see what he has. Enough coal mines. Yeah, it's not going to be a bad base. Should be pretty fine for Old. Yeah, Mitralas is spot on too. I already complained about Sergio's woodcutter here, and just look at this, for example. Nikolay's base had a few examples that we pointed out of wasting a lot of space. I mean, let's face it, this is not a high-level game, but it should be an even one, mostly. Yeah, it looks like Daniilmeme and all 60p player will have roughly nice bases, while Nikolay and Sergio will have roughly worse ones. Oh, that's weird. He has like the least amount of citizens. And he doesn't even need them.
It's more than enough, even in beta. If you have only 20 laborers, you don't need more than 4.
Yeah, I mean, his problem might also be that he has like way less buildings than the others, so Nikolay is like way behind right now. I mean, I'm looking at his base, it kind of feels he's doing nothing, you know?
Yes, and at this point you cannot say what is he going to make. So, what's his plan? It's neither town hall, neither leather. What about the iron? If you check each other players having some production already.
Yeah, I mean, for all his faults, Sergio is at least like executing some kind of a plan. His base might not look nice, but he has iron, he has leather, and he's actively trying to keep building. Nikolay just stands still in one place. I think it's going to be a disastrous game for him.
It's not working.
Okay, I'm not going to translate this, but let's say Zaid doesn't like the bases, yeah. Yeah, but all the players today present some different playing style to what I'm used to, you know.
Well, I think Nikolai is going to have some army, but if I see he is rather investing a bit more time to pre-produce couple of the wars, like he spent time on the timber, he's spending time more on the farms. As you can see, he has already 15 cores in the warehouse. He's making coal mines first, and just after going to make the iron production or extending them. Actually, it's not a bad decision because you need lots of coal to feed these buildings, right? So you can have metallurgists earlier, but if you don't have enough coals, those are not going to work. So, but I really believe this is a mistake that he still doesn't have.
Yeah, somebody already complained. Mickey complained about this on chat as well. You know, if you told me that Nikolai is watching Netflix right now and lazily clicking buildings once in a while, I would totally believe it. It's so bad.
But if you don't touch this base anymore, then it's going to produce enough. So
yeah.
This is a proper base building, seems to me, and also I'm smiling pre-building. What can you put there next to it?
I mean, yeah, it will work. You can make a sawmill and next to it something like a mill. There will be some wasted space, but not a lot. Oh, you can make one here? That's funny.
Yes, and that also can work, so...
I mean, it's not gonna work well, but it might work kind of. Thank you.
If you would like to trade stone in the future, then probably this would be a nice place for a market. He is placing there a piggy.
Yeah, it's a weird. I mean, because he has some farms here as well. Somebody said Sergio has bad gold, so maybe it's a good time to take a look at the charts. So Sergio, I mean, okay, all players are producing some weapons except for Nikolai. He just started. This is pretty bad for him. Daniel has quite good food, but he's the only guy who can say so. The tree trunks are way better for the right side, which is quite astonishing. While the Russian players have similar level with wood, and that's also weird. I didn't expect Nikolai to be on the same spot on this graph. Iron ore. The Polish guys are better here. Yeah, coal. Nikolai is very bad as well. Sergio is really bad with gold. Yeah, that's true. That's like forgot the second.
The reason was the second gold mine was missing, or he made it very late.
Must have been very late. Yeah. Okay, and the con graph, old 60p players the best, Daniel and Sergio are like similar, and then you've got Nikolai with the worst one, but he's kind of getting there. Okay. Yeah, but when you look at all the charts, you can see how bad Nikolai is in this game. That's really bad to see. I still don't think this means the Polish team will win. I think it still might be even, but it looks pretty bad so far. Look at this again.
That's the best thing what he can do, storing wares. Meanwhile, his production is not ready up. But yeah, he should have some weaponry already. If you check the statistics, he's 50, okay, 40 weapons behind compared to the other players.
Yeah, I already showed that as well. Yeah, it's a shame. Let's take a look at old 60p players' space instead. But you can already see that the right side has a massive advantage, yeah. Somehow.
I think each team or each player has the same ID regarding the strategy or what they chosen.
Yeah, nobody, for example, seems to be trying to make horses. Nobody's trying to make a town hall. Looks like 4 regular bases. Oh wait, I stand corrected. No, maybe it's because of his opponents, but this... I didn't expect this from Old.
But
yeah, never mind.
at this moment, probably he does not have enough farms for it. But he is up to make the additional farms too. Oh, sorry, this one and this one.
Yep. Okay, regarding the discussion in the chat, it's like CameraMake.com is the place to download the like stable version, which is a bit older. It has like 10 years or so, and we're playing on a beta version, which is available from the Discord channel. But you can you should be able to find the Discord link on the CameraMake.com site. Or yeah, editor will help you. Yeah, this will be easier. And there you can just go to new versions channel and download the version we're playing right now. It's like way better. So has a lot of campaigns, like definitely better quality maps are there than in the old one. Okay, Sergio's base. I mean, it still has some obvious problems, but we're getting there, right?
Yep. Now he made the shortcut, suddenly it started functioning. I probably make... I would probably build some road there, just to connect that segment.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very bad, but does it really change a lot? I'm not that sure.
Probably if you would have to walk from these points to here, then it could be handy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely good if he does it, but...
Please explain it to me.
I don't see the big... this one. Wow.
I could share the farm efficiency thread from Discord channel.
Yeah. Looks like he doesn't care. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. Maybe if this woodcutter was like here. I mean, this woodcutter doesn't make sense either, by the way. But yeah.
And he is also following the traditional late stable. By the way, 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, I still have to say, this might be the best game of Sergio I saw in a long time. No matter what happens, he already has like more than I expected. He's actually better than all 60p player at this moment. like way better. I'm not sure if this will continue because Old's base looked like a bit better, less insane, I'd say.
Well, it's fact Sergio has more than 30 weapons. Sorry, Sergio has 30 weapons more than all 60 player, which is significant. And Nikolay is really behind.
Yeah, Nikolay will really... Nikolay's base will really boon this game to the ground. I think if the Polish team notices what's happening here, they will just attack and instant GG. That's how it looks like right now. So the only chance for the Russians is that Nikolay can fix his base as soon as possible, and that the Polish team will not notice. Or you know, actually, I think at this, I will be very blunt, at this point of time, I think the only chance, real chance for the Russians is to hope the Polish team makes more than 7 towers per player and then blindly attack and get technical win because of rules being broken.
To be honest, it can be a hard game. Locations can be tough, and if you haven't played on this map before, then and if it's new, then it is a challenge one. It's not a really simple map, in my opinion.
Yeah. You definitely need to think here.
Even if you are an experienced player, Kungen's map used to be tough and hard.
I mean, I have a feeling Argento might be a bit easier. It's like you have similar problems on Argento, but you have also more wood.
Argento is a bit more balanced one because the slow start. But to me, the biggest challenge on these maps to stand the visual quality.
Okay, so there's like 8 minutes left, and Nikolay has like, let's take a look. He has 9 coal mines, this is almost enough. He has 1 plus 2, yeah, he has like the normal setup you would usually have, I guess, for the iron, except for that he has like 4 iron smithies and he has only 2 iron mines, so this makes like completely no sense. And what he kind of needs is maybe extra armor smithy, because he has 40 iron bars in storehouse, but his buildings are not going to work on it. You can see he's completely lost in his problems. He doesn't know how to even fix this. That's quite sad. Yeah, exactly, Michelas. It's like I kind of expected something similar here. Agento.
Yeah, he has 4 iron bars, but
40.
in the storehouse or warehouse.
Yeah. Also quite a lot of gold. I mean, you can see. I think he just couldn't take the stress of this game or something like this. It really looks. It's hard to explain some things I can see in this base. Even if somebody's like a worse skilled player, it's like.
I think to save this situation, probably the best would be if he just would be at the town hall. Let's carry all the gold into there and just make rebels. So at least he could support with some armies.
Yeah, that would be one thing to do. Yeah, Mickey, I think you're right. Actually, Thunder just said that a couple minutes ago, that this is a hard map if you don't know it. And especially if you have problems planning. I had for a very long time, for quite a few years, I had this problem where I didn't really know how to plan quickly, so I can totally feel Nikolay's problems today. But you could also see, like, Sergio had similar problems, but he was more determined and like focused. He behaved like he wasn't really that stressed, even despite Sergio's like lower skill. It might, you know, it didn't play out the way it did for Nikolay because of his determination, I think. And yeah, maybe I'm a bit too tough on Sergio right now because he has the best army so far, and even if I don't like the way his base looked like, and I didn't like some of these woodcutter decisions in his base and the roads, the most important thing is that it worked. He's a bit low on recruits though, but apart from that, looks pretty cool for this game. Yeah, so far the towers are not a problem. Nikolay has the most. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? Yeah, 6 so far. 6 plants on the towers. Yeah, like I said, Mitrelas, some things in Nico's base are just impossible to explain rationally. Yeah, I mean, like Sergio being the best in any game, this was definitely not on my bingo for this year's tournament. Especially when I saw him in the past couple of games, it was like pretty bad. So it's nice to see a comeback for him, and this actually gives them interesting chances. Like the Polish team might not be the best one out there, but they still have a chance to advance. If they win this game, they will have 2 wins, and all they have to do is to win the next game, and it might be enough for them.
I just wanted to point out to you that Nikolay is going with full iron thing.
Yeah, way too late, but it's the right move. And he needs 1 more armor smithy, if I see correctly.
26
yeah.
corn in the storehouse, 65 gold chest, 20 leather. Yeah.
This is interesting what Klaus just said. That might explain things actually.
Lol.
Yeah, I didn't announce it yet, but let's announce it now then, right before peacetime, because why not? Okay, actually maybe in 1 minute, because I mean, normally I would say something about the armies, but I will just say, well done Sergio, quite nice Old, and Daniilmeme also, I guess, yeah, but Nikolay has a pretty bad army and this will be very one-sided. And going back to Don't Talk and Bozo, while we still have like 30 seconds of no action. Yeah, Don't Talk and Bozo will no longer play in the tournament. This was done on Don't Talk's request. So it's not us banning them for anything or something like that. It's just the request of the team that they will no longer continue. So in the 5th round we should not have a team which will have to pause, I guess. Yeah, exactly. And like I warned before, this game was it's already like after 21, so after this game I will check if there's a lobby, if they're playing like Mexi and coaches versus Old and Alonso, and if not, we'll also make a very quick decision about this game if it's not being played yet. So after this stream we'll have another stream, or I will show the 5th round pairs. Seems like we have a lobby.
Okay. good thing Nikolai has the towers, and each towers are full with stone, so that can save some time. So
Okay. Okay, Thunder. Can you go and check if if there's a lobby with the other game while we wait?
no, there is no lobby with them.
Okay. Yeah, you can come back now, I guess. Kogo subnąć? Jeszcze wiem. How buchholz will work? I tested this briefly before crossing them out of the tournament, and the games which were played up until this point are still like in place. The teams were not. The teams didn't have like points removed or anything. So I'm pretty sure that Buchholz will also like still work, because Buchholz is like the points you had against teams you played, so it's not like their fault that somebody stopped playing, right? Ah, but what you mean, Ritter? I see it now. It's like they didn't play the last game, so they will have like 2 wins, and they will be like way lower than they would be. I mean, yeah, this is like we can't do much about it, I guess. It's maybe unfair, but it's also unfair if a team had to play against like 2 top teams instead of 1, you know, it just happens. You know, Thunder, I think in the next year, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to have like 6 or maybe even 7 games in the group stage. Maybe it's a bit too much, but after this year, I think this would produce a bit better results. We have a lot of teams in the top like we had a few teams which were a bit higher than they should or a bit lower than they should, I think.
But you know, the rounds determined by the signed up players or teams. So if you have 16 teams, then it's determined within 4 rounds, because 2 on 4, right? I'm
I
betting
mean,
that 2,
I
4,
mean,
8,
it's
16.
no. What I mean is like the recommended amount is like something. So I think 5 was recommended. I chose it, but we can make it higher. You know.
But it's
So
totally unnecessary, because you just need top 8, and within 4 rounds you can get top 8 clearly, and even could determine the tournament winner. But the top 8 is something just made up to have more
okay.
games and more fights between the teams. But I understand your point to have more weeks spent on games.
Yeah. Well. I think we can discuss this later off the record, because I don't want to publicly put crap on too many teams. You know what I mean. But what I mean is like I find it surprising that some teams are a bit higher than they should or lower than they should. So it's like I think 6 rounds would be a bit better this year at least.
Probably those teams having good prebuilds, you know? It's all about the prebuilds. Nah. Have you ever tried to play with prebuilds?
I always open the editor and check like the basic resources and maybe make a couple of buildings, but just the starting ones, no more than like 6, 10, you know. I wouldn't call this a pre-build. But I used to play with pre-builds back in the past for some time, I think quite short time. didn't
I
really
even
help
heard-
me because you couldn't. I mean, I couldn't keep up with the pre-builds, like when some random trees would be planted, for example, and I had to change stuff, you know.
I even heard rumors that somebody played the exact same way as other players, and that was done a way that had a second PC, and he just started up a replay with a good player on the same location, and he just played exactly the same way.
Wow. Yeah, I considered doing this just for a laugh one day, but I don't. I think I never tried. But that could be interesting. Actually, even streaming such game could be interesting, you know. Just to show if this actually makes sense.
No, it does not make sense.
Yeah.
Too much
So
effort, you are losing focus, and it's totally not worth.
so the last game will probably. Oh, wait a second. You said it's going to be played 1v1. Did I get it correctly? Can you check again, Tandy? We'll wait for you.
Well, I see them in lobby.
Huh.
Order versus Scottish. Do you want them to play with advanced AI as bots of them?
I mean, not sure if it's worth it, but
It's a 2 versus 2 tournament, it cannot be 1 versus 1.
yeah. It's like these guys just keep making. Oh, come back! Fast, 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 fast!
Are they starting?
Yep. But yeah, it's like these guys just tried to make the biggest drama possible with so many things that, like, you can't really say whose fault this is, and they keep making like more bullshit. I don't know. Now we have to decide quickly if 1v1 is enough for the like playing this.
I'm just telling you, it's a 2 versus 2 tournament.
Yeah, I'm of the same opinion. I don't think this is like going to be accepted as a win, as a game. I mean,
He should not lose that group. But
you guys have any opinion, by the way? Cause it might be helpful. We have a lot of players in the tournament also here. I agree with Thunder. We shouldn't agree for this. Ah, yeah. Sorry, you wanted the con settings. Yeah. 5/5. That's weird. Does he have search on this? 81.
Nikolay still has 30 corner.
Doesn't have enough buildings. I think they are full. Yeah. He had these very late. The Swan farms were like super late. This is why. Oh no! I thought he's gonna catch him.
That's what Nikolay is doing, is very risky. He really just should sit in base and camp as much as possible.
Yeah, so we were talking that there's a lobby Olda versus Coaches, and it looked likely they will play 1v1 to settle this game in the tournament. And we with Thunder are of an opinion that it shouldn't be like this, and we will not accept it. But I asked you guys for an opinion. Is it like better to give them 1v1 and kind of break the rules, or just follow our original plan we had for the resolving this issue, because both teams were at fault? So let them be at fault, you know.
My opinion is that if the Polish team gets vision on this area, then the Russian team is going to get hard times.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, what Kamil says has some merit, because we already made one bad decision to allow bots to play with AI. I mean, a draw means they both lose, and that was okay. That was our plan right now. Like, if they don't play, they both lose, because this is the most fair thing, I guess. There was
You should make
yeah.
this decision on Thursday.
Few.
Whoever
Yeah,
they-
I can't even try to pronounce this word. Yeah, but everyone knows what we're talking about. There were a lot of factors in favor of one or the other team, but they were small and insignificant. And the most important factor was that both teams were only able to play one day per weekend, and it was not the same day. So also, Mexi's team had this problem once already in the past. The Russian team, on the other hand, had like very poor communication, and there was a lot of problems like this, but nothing that could point us towards one team being definitely in the fault more than the other one. Yeah, Miteras, and also it will. So yeah, the plan is to get both to lose, Ritter, exactly. I will go back to that later, class. I'll address Miteras first. Both of those games will be more pressure for more teams to join next round too. Yeah, and plus it will make more pressure for the teams to actually play their goddamn games next time. What you talking about, Thunder? Showing?
I'm just pointing to that they should make a town hall and let's spam a bit more unit.
That's a lot of gold.
But
I mean,
when I played
class.
against them,
Yeah,
they had good. When I played against them, they had pretty good armies. So I'm really wondering that the today's performance is way lower than I expected from them or by them.
Okay, class. Opinion about Botso game. I only allowed this, and I want to make it clear that it was my decision, and Thunder and Mickey were advising me not to do this. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought, I was negotiating with Botso and Palmetric, and Palmetric actually came to me and asked if they can play the game with somebody else, instead of Don't Talk. Like, it was Russian team's idea, and they offered this. It was nice from them to offer this, and especially that I offered them already to get a free win without a game, and they still wanted to play. So this is like really nice, and only because the Russian team really wanted to have a game, I allowed this AI to advanced AI to replace Don't Talk for this one game, with the plan that the 5th round Don't Talk will be back, but that did not happen eventually. So I kind of regret doing this because it didn't improve things, and it only complicated stuff a bit more. Yeah, like I said on Discord already, I did some bad decisions in this tournament, and I don't like being the host for sure, but somebody had to do it, I guess. I'm not talking shit about Thunder right now, obviously, because it's like if he doesn't make a tournament, nobody does, and this is the problem we have here, right? Just like the problem with food in the Russian bases. And Sergio's base.
This year, so regarding tournament organizing. Anyway, I just noticed that the right side has some issues with the food, so it can give chance to Nikolay to come back into the game.
If they camp, yeah, come on, guys. The Polish team is camping so much. Again, it's a similar situation as it was against the Czech guys. They could immediately attack when Bredman had a crap army. They didn't even try. They don't even see this too much. I mean, this is not good for the Polish team. They should definitely learn how to be more aggressive, because sometimes the enemy is just worse, and you can't give them time to like fix their bases. Come on.
As I told you, the only lucky thing that the Polish team does not have vision here. So
But Ritter, what did you mean about it will bring chaos? Like, which decision is more chaotic? Giving 0 to both teams, or letting them play 1v1? Ah, okay, you were referring to what Mitra said. I see it now. Yeah, okay. Never mind. It was about more pressure in the last round for all teams. Yeah. Might be that we will have more interesting games in the last round. Okay, let's check quickly then. Sergio has 7, Nikolay has 6. Oh. It's not like he needs that gold right now. But yeah.
oh, okay, there is no problem with gold. Yeah, players are struggling with food.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, class, if there's one thing advanced AI can do in fighting, is that it can just rush and win, and this is precisely what you should do on Frozen Fight map. Because, like, I mean, you probably saw what happened in the fight map here, why the Russians won, because they rushed.
If they will camp too much, then this is a good decision, I guess, to training the units a bit later than usually. But they are really behind with the numbers. But you know, enough one good fight and you still can turn around the game. But I really would store the gold in a town hall instead of the warehouse. And you have more than enough serfs to build up a town hall and carry that 70 gold chest.
Yeah. Okay, on the quest of class, let's talk about food. So yeah, Daniilmeme has the best food. All 60p player had some kind of breakdown. And the other two players, Nikolay and Sergio, have pretty bad food, it seems. But even in Daniel's base, there's not enough food. So this is like pretty bad for all players, and that's funny. So
today I had a hamburger with some ham and cheese inside with a little jalapeno. I'm not going to name the restaurant, but it was pretty nice.
yeah, but I think you were a bit more lucky than the citizens of pretty much any base we can see in this game. Yeah, we need a hamburger mode, by the way. Like replace sausages with burgers. That would be very tasty.
New features. Somebody has to make the animations, right? New feeding animations. But it's really terrible that the fisher, the bakery, or the baker guy just going to die.
Yeah, I mean, this really shows the low level of players here. Even with the players who had okay armies, you can see their bases are just not right with food somehow. They have the amount of buildings they should have at peacetime, I guess, but they don't have enough, like, good enough timings or whatever. And yeah, this Sergio's location is actually, like you mentioned before, this fisherman here is like pretty annoying because it's so far, and he died, I guess.
Probably.
Okay, Sergio is finally trying to see more. Yeah, Dieter. Yeah, Dieter, it wasn't obvious that. I mean, before the tournament, I thought it will be like you have 5 teams which will definitely win, and that's it. And right now, you will have a lot more even teams, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm not against siege weapons.
I tried it out a couple of times and that version is pretty good. It really makes the building a little bit tougher. There is a catch on the top.
Oh yeah, the horses were caught. Well, it's not going to make Sergio less campy, that's for sure.
And Sergio just lost a bunch of knights. It's going too late, so
Yeah, and this is why you need to remember, never scout with all horses. It's quite a stupid mistake, to be honest.
this was a good catch by the Russian team. But regarding the numbers, they are still very, very behind. Actually, not too far. Maybe 40 units. The difference is if they would make Town Hall now, I think
Yeah.
they could even it out, really.
Yeah, Daniilmeme has a lot of gold, actually, looking at the charts.
But each of them, just check their storehouse, how much they are storing.
Yeah, I mean, Nikolay just didn't use that gold, that's why he has a lot. Whoa, look at Sergio's storehouse, this is also pretty interesting. And could also become Town Hall weapons, sorry, I mean gold for Town Hall.
In this version. How much could you trade from that? What is the ratio, trading ratio?
I mean, I would
2 or
make
3?
access from it, so just divide it into half, and that's the amount of gold chest you can get, or you can trade 1-to-1 access to gold ore, and make like 100 if you add coal to it. I wouldn't trade them directly because it's 3-to-1, yeah. How much time until the armies get hungry? Pretty soon. Well,
40 minutes, 44 is the too much, right, for the units. Citizens having 20. I don't wanna lie, I cannot recall the exact numbers right now.
yeah, I never knew
It's
that
written
numbers.
somewhere. 24 or 27 minutes. It was topic couple of days ago. Discord.
Yeah, about the siege weapons, as long as they're balanced, I'm fine with them. But as we all here know, it's really tough to keep the development of the game without too many active developers. Well, actually, these days we're kind of trying to bring beta to a finish, but it's a different story, I guess. Unless Ritter wants to bring the siege weapons in in the future after we're done with this version, but I doubt it. Camille is suggesting to go back to lobby and switch to X3 speed. I think it's a great idea.
I think Sergio checked the hunger level of the troops and it's forcing them to move.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the chart, Nikolay is better off than he used to be, and Sergio is like worse. So this is slowly getting to be more even. So
And
the
you know
Polish, yeah, the Polish team just wasted waiting for 20 minutes until they will finally be worse than the Russians. Lol.
Yeah, Nikolai has better army than Sergio. Because Sergio wasted too much iron on pikes. Also lost all the knights, so left team requires a good fight.
I like the way how Klisic summed up what the Polish team was doing for the first 20 minutes. Max is in lobby. Okay. What do you think, guys? Should I quit this and just go there if they play? No, I think it's actually gonna be resolved in like 5 minutes if the hunger is already there. But I think it would still be a better decision to just quit. But yeah, I'll wait until the end, don't worry.
I believe the fake players arrived.
Yeah. Actually, Max and Alonso should be really thankful to the Polish and Russian teams here, because if this game finished in like 5 minutes, then the other game would already be like judged to be never played. So yeah. Dokładnie. I can't translate this joke. Doesn't work for non-Polish, sorry. Unless you know a lot about Polish history and you know that there was a song which Polish fighters have to sing before every fight in the medieval times. So this is what they were doing, Zaid says. But they're finally advancing, okay. How much do they see? But I'm really hoping that Sergio and Old 60p player will watch the replay after the game and see how bad was that decision to just stay. Rita, could you be so nice and try to help them? Maybe, I don't know. Or anyone. Oh, Alonso is here, I think. Yeah. I mean, oh, look at this! Sergio is about to... well, I can't finish that sentence or I will get banned on Twitch, I guess. But he was about to lose, yeah. Now Daniel is attacking and Old has no melee in front. This is very interesting. But this will be bad for Daniel. Just look at this. He's gonna get surrounded. Oh, this is better for Daniel on the bottom though. But he has nothing on top, so this will be a very quick fight for the Polish guys. Nikolay is not doing anything. Daniel is trying to surround, but this will fail. Unless he goes here, maybe. Yep. I mean, whoever wins this, it's not deserved, but... yeah. Nikolay will have an advantage here, actually, maybe... Nah, he won't. He might win this. Yeah, very weird fight. And now this happens. Come on, divide the horses. Come on. Yeah, Daniel is like totally dead. But Nikolay has a chance.
Like 1v1.
I'm afraid this fight will not conclude the... Oh wait, it will, okay. the Polish guys are winning.
Yeah, that group of knights which went through the melee could eliminate all the balls.
Yeah, you see, Kamil, there's still a chance for another Polish game in the next round. Because you guys have 2 and they have 2 wins, right? If they win this. Do you guys think they will go back to camping for 20 minutes or they will attack a base? I'm taking bets. What is this, lol?
I still see 50 rebels in each storehouse. Or at the left side, sorry. 25 plus 25.
But they're not playing yet, Return, right? They're like in the lobbies.
Well, that group is going to die, I think, maybe 2.5 minutes, not more.
Oh. Oh no.
So, actually, this is going to be a long game, in my opinion. Mainly if
they just walk in here,
yeah,
it
but
might be fine.
should sacrifice more balls, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if they will just die out of hunger before the winning, I would seriously consider like finding them in Poland and yeah. Look at this.
Yeah, that's really bad attack there.
I've seen worse, but not many. Oh, look at this. But all 60p players are like okay with his attack.
Yeah, that's too much left there. So.
Wow. And the rest will die out of hunger. Look at this. Ridiculous. Yeah, now all 60p is fighting on 2 fronts. What is this? Oh.
But to be honest, you don't really have to worry because the Polish team is not making any recruits in the past 50 minutes. So check the barracks and you will see that it's kind of one-sided.
He's feeding the troops. I can't. Nah. I mean, the Polish team is still winning, but this is. I just want to know one thing after this game. During this attack on Nikolay's base, who had more kills? Nikolay's towers, Nikolay's army, or Sergio's hunger?
I think the biggest problem is that what I've seen most of the games that there wasn't enough vision for the Polish team. So if you check their vision, they don't have too much here, for example, or here. So they don't see the whole village around. And it's a pretty crucial mistake because you don't know where the weakest point is. And what he just done is walk here where the most towers are.
Yeah, I mean, they could just attack here, or even here. It wouldn't be a problem, and they actually sold this. Or maybe they didn't. I'm not sure. But yeah. Mao.
For 28 minutes. I was mistaken about the 76 minutes.
Wow, they're still fighting.
Yeah, because all 60p lost all his workmen in the middle of the village.
Yeah,
Because the
but
hunger.
it's not like they
He
have a
also,
chance. Yeah, exactly.
well, once again, if,
Okay. Yep, so we have a result, and now we can check what happens in the other lobby and probably even show the game. So please stay here and... Okay, they said GG. That's it. Please stay here if you want to watch the next game, which I think will happen soon. So what do we have here? Alonso. Why are they... What is this?
Scottish and Order is playing. Well, Sado, thanks for this game. It was fun to watch.
Okay, thank you, Thunder. I will stay longer here because I think the game will actually happen.
Yeah. As a final words, don't forget, 4 quarries is enough. Good night.
Yo. They say Max is fake. Lol. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so am I right? They're playing 1v1. Okay, let's make a quick decision then. Give me like... Mickey, take a look at Discord, please. But I think we're just gonna give them 0 points despite this game being played. Because it's like... They didn't ask anybody. Like, if they asked us, for example, if this is possible, this might have been a different story, but they didn't even bother. So I don't think this is gonna work. No, sorry. So, yeah. So let's... let's give the points first to the winner here. So the Polish team won. And I think Mickey isn't here. Crap. Okay, give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. I disabled sound for a while. Okay, so yeah, as you noticed, I awarded 0 points to both teams, despite 1v1 getting played, because 1v1 is not the right way to resolve this situation, and there was enough time wasted on this game, and the teams didn't even ask us if 1v1 is enough, so they just decided. So I don't care. Thunder said that he doesn't care, and Mickey doesn't care either. So yeah, and that Maxi was fake in that lobby, indeed. Yeah. So we've got the round 5 pairs here, and it seems like I got what I wanted. Nice. Okay, this will be a very interesting game for sure. If they didn't like my decision, then they can meet me on the battlefield. Oh, this will be an interesting one. Kamil and Vanguard versus Igor and Volk. I'm hoping they can avenge me because I lost to Works in one of the previous games. And we've got Zolda versus Lucek's gang, Good Boys versus TP, but these 4 teams don't have a chance. And same with Beast and Black Salami. Yeah, Cult of the Rubber Duck versus Hell Kitty. This will be an interesting one for sure. I can't even say if Trash and W33 will be like necessarily better here. Golem and Terry are pretty interesting team, so this might be funny. Heads versus Running Hedgehog. This was Palmetric and Oguri, right? Yeah, so this is probably a one-sided game. And Tails versus RWP, if it happens, I hope it does, will be a really interesting one. And looking at the standings, yeah, so, okay, let me do a little trick. Like this and like this. So we can see that Tails is sure to advance. Then we've got Heads versus Running Hedgehog. Yeah, I think Heads should win this one most likely. LWP, I can't say who wins here, but I think they will also advance with 3 wins already. Even if they lose, they will have a really good book hold, so it should work for them in their favor. Similar actually might be with Running Hedgehog. I don't remember how buys work in such situation when you have the same amount of points, so I can't say. But they also have a chance to advance. Card versus Hell Kitty. Now this will be an interesting game because the winner definitely goes through, and the loser, it's hard to say because they both have 3, so the loser might still go through. And then we have a couple of games where it will be whoever wins their game will advance. So we've got 300 FPS versus me and Skelly. Then we've got Works versus Sherwood, versus Ahmed Boom Squad. And Sherwood plays against Kefir Riot. I can't believe this. I mean, whoever wins here, I don't think these are the teams that should advance, to be brutally honest. There are better teams than these 2. This one too, of course. And this is a really lucky pair for both these teams. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, looking at this, there will be 2 places for 3 players, if I see correctly. So yeah, one of these games will not advance, it seems. Yeah. Maybe advance, yeah, of course. Okay. So, that was exciting. Round 5, the last round, the most interesting games might happen here too. A lot of games which will directly decide who advances. So yeah, we've got an exciting week in front of us. I think I will announce soon that we will have the deadline until the end of Monday. I think this is the most fair decision given that this round just finished today. And yeah, I guess that's it. Who played already? Because I thought I saw a game like this. Peace against Honey. Yeah, both teams lost. That was the decision here. It's a tie, but it's like 0-point tie. So it's like a double loss. Yeah, but right now, you know, it's like if you want to count how many times one team was here, the other team wasn't. Like we tried to do that. No. It's you're missing a lot because I actually spent 1 hour today. I know I'm stupid, but I did. Trying to go through the chats again because I already did that once. I just noted all the stuff that happened, and it was like it all evened out. Like the only sane thing to do was like to decide that both teams screwed up equally. Like there wasn't anything that was putting one of the teams in like good enough light to give the points to them, you know. So like you say that they are here to play today and Max isn't here, but the opposite situation was here like in the previous week, you can say, because they could play only Sunday. But then the Maxi and coaches could play only at Friday and so on and so on. So and you know, another thing is that we don't really want to do stuff like this as judges, and it's like when decision is so impossible to make, and both teams really didn't didn't prioritize this game enough to be able to play it, and we even gave them like 2 more days to do this, then we can't really do anything other than giving 0 to both, because it would be unfair to the other team when it was so even, and that's the decision that actually with this decision both Thunder and Mickey agreed with me, so yeah, that's the final one. Yeah, thank you for asking, because I'm sure there will be questions about this, and maybe it's just good to clear this right now and right here. Kefir versus Sergio, I don't think they played against each other. Sherwood. Nope. But Sherwood was definitely the luckiest team to get opponents. Like they only had a WP once, but the other times, I think every single time they got the best opponent possible they could get in the current round out of the options they had. Like they avoided playing the big names very often. No problem. Okay, I think that's it. So yeah, like I said, we have round 5 until Monday, including Monday, so 6 days I think to play it,